Welcome to the Four Brewers Podcast. My name is John Holzer, and as always, I am joined by...
Jason Harris.
I'm old Greg.
Jeff Sedigalia.
This week on the show...
Gotta keep you on your fucking toes, brother.
This week on the show, we are diving into another mix pack. We had planned on doing a Kolsch theme show, but we couldn't get our shit together in time, so we went to Total Wine, as we are wont to do lately with these shows, and we picked up a 5-pack of Oscar Blues.
No, a 15-pack.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. It's a 15-pack of 5 beers. You're right. I'm sorry about that. Yes, it's a 15-pack. But
and honestly, props to the Mix 15. Most people don't step up that much.
Yeah, you get like an extra 3. I don't know if you're paying extra, but
you get 5 different beers. It's a couple bucks more. It's only like $21.
Yeah. I mean,
mine was like $18.99, I think.
Mine was free.
Greg's was free.
Yeah, they're a little old. I think the oldest beer in there is from January of this year, and then I guess freshest is from like February-ish, I guess. But
mine are December.
Oh no, that's
not all of them
Jason.
are the same date. So I have one that's in Feb, but most are like mid-January timeframe.
That's pretty much what mine are. Yeah.
I cracked one and I was like, ooh.
Yeah, mine are all really December. Yeah.
There's reason to believe, Jason, this year will be better.
Yeah, and Greg, how'd you get yours for free? Like a media thing?
So when I bought from Total Wine, which I don't normally do. Because
let me interrupt you
Total
for a
Wine
second. The Total Wine delivery thing, they're just using DoorDash, but it's integrated so well into the website, and it works very well.
It's awesome.
I love it. I just want to give them props for that. It works great, and tip your fucking driver well. I tip $10 to get that shit.
So I did the parking lot. They'll come out to your car and pop the trunk, and they put it in there, and like you just go bye. And so I didn't look at the dates. I didn't check anything on the box, whatever. I was just like, all right, well, it is what it is, right? And then I cracked one yesterday and I was like, holy shit, this is really fucking old. And
you didn't even look, you just tasted
it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like brown, like, when you pour an IPA and it's got that brown column going through the middle.
Oh no.
I'm like, ugh.
Yum.
Well, that's the flavor. That's the flavor column, Greg.
Spoiler alert.
Is it like when you get a Ben and Jerry's? It's got like a column of fudge in the middle.
Yeah,
Hot fudge.
Imagine pouring. Have you ever had that like astronaut ice cream powder before?
Yeah,
actually, I haven't.
Imagine pouring that into a beer, and that's exactly what it tastes like. It was.
I've heard Dippin' Dots is the ice cream of the future.
It has been.
Yeah.
It still is. It's just waiting for its time.
I reached out to Oscar Blues on social media. Didn't hear anything back, and so I'm like, damn it, I'm an old man, and this is my hard-earned money.
Oh, Greg.
And I reached out to Total Wine on, there's like a review, like how did our service, like, how was it via email? And I put exactly what was that? I'm like, this beer is warm and it's from January, and not expecting anything. Got a phone call this morning from the manager of Brea Total Wine and More. He was super nice. And he said, I'll just return that for you. Not a big deal. I said, okay, have a good day, dude.
Thank you. I will take your refund.
So yeah,
happily.
That's cool.
How many hours a week do you think it would take for them to have somebody just go check codes on all their shit?
Jason, there's a lot of mix packs there.
Barcode based, right?
Yeah, but like you're there 8 hours a fucking day.
Yeah, true.
You asked me to check that whole aisle, it'll take me an hour. Like, goddamn, like you can't just have someone. To be fair, the mix packs don't have a goddamn date on the outside.
See, they need to be stamped on the box, dude.
Which infuriates me.
With an average, right? Because not all the cans are from the same.
That's actually right. Yeah.
But when it was fucking packaged, that's fine. At least I have some idea how long it's been.
Right,
correct.
I agree.
Or Best Buy.
Or, dude, make the bottom of the box clear so you can just flip it over and look at all the cans.
I've seen that before. There's a certain
Modern
brewery
Times that had the little window that shows you the bottom of the can.
No, it was someone else. I want to say it was.
Was that a real thing? Somebody really did that?
Yeah.
It's literally just a box, and then there was a window where you could see the bottom of the can, so you could see the bottling date.
What's the brewery with the skinny cans?
Genius.
Oh God, why can't I think of them? The first one used
fucking
the skinny
6
can.
Point, None the Richer.
I believe it was 6 Point that started doing that.
Me.
Under the Milky Twilight.
Greg got free beer because he's an old man that complains, and
Damn straight.
we didn't.
I think I'm
my
gonna do
lawn.
that next time. My box showed up warm, so it was stored nice and warm at my Total Wine.
Very toasty.
Yeah, so was mine.
My Total Wine
Very
has
cozy in the
like
box.
3 doors of cool storage, and it's
Yeah.
only for like their 6-packs and singles they turn over a lot. So,
Right.
which is ironic. The shit that turns over that isn't going to go bad is all cold.
Is yours a walk-in cooler?
Yeah, it's a walk-in, but they used to have a whole section when you walked in on the side that was like local shit, and now it's all like random, like weird ciders that they can't sell and put anywhere
The
else.
one
and
in
they're sitting in the
Temecula?
fridge for no reason.
The one in Temecula is it's a walk-in, and they have one shelf that's nothing but
Seltzers?
bottle logic whales that I've never seen.
Oh, okay.
And
Oh,
like
wow.
one-offs, and I'm just like, that's weird. And I look at some, and I'm
Why
like,
in the walk-in?
I go, I might
those
buy
are pretty
this.
shelf stable.
and then I remember how Bottle Logic beers are just so over the top with like their flavors, like it's just crazy, and it's almost like
Yeah.
they're the new brewery. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. And then they have one little spot where I found Hetty Topper and Focal Banger, and they were super fresh, which was weird. And they do advertise that on the website, by the way. I thought it was just like a clever beer buyer going, oh, I got some Vermont freshies. Let's
There you go.
throw them in the corner. And no, they're on the website. So, yeah, Total Wine, please do better with your beer overall. Like, this has been a long time problem in the retail market where, you know, it's like, oh, this beer's only 8 months old. It's fine, right? And that might apply to like a lager or like some, you know, Bud Light or
Belgian.
something, or a Belgian beer.
Bottle condition.
For the most part, can we keep it within 4 months? I think that's asking a lot. So maybe 6. And technically these would apply because they're within 6 months, but I would prefer that not be the
on
you
the
know,
cusp.
the starting
and then warm.
line.
Yeah.
I'd prefer that be like the extreme and no, we fucked up line. But
Get your shit together, Total Wine.
yeah.
I really do wonder, with the proliferation of craft beer and with a lot of your regionals becoming national breweries and everything else there, how many people were like, oh, you know what? Let me, like, it is a very common thing that you see people, there's an IPA backlash, right? There's a whole bunch of people who just be like, you know, nothing's more annoying than that guy that likes IPA. Blah, blah, blah. It's a fucking thing, right? But like, how many people tried an IPA, but the IPA they tried was at like a backyard barbecue that was out of one of these fucking packs that was 9
triple
months
IPA.
old?
And it's like
Or
50
no.
degrees, you know, it's just
Yeah,
slightly
it was like
cold.
9 months old, sitting fucking out. And they get this like hop faded garbage. And like, if that was your first experience of that beer, yeah, like why the fuck would anyone drink that? I could see somebody having that thought, right?
Totally.
And I really wonder how much that has been an impact in the kind of not bust. I really feel like the decline of craft beer is a little bit overstated. Like, people treat anything that's not infinitely growing as if it's dying. It's like, oh, there's only 8,000 breweries now. I guess craft beer's over. And it's like,
the bubble
there's
has
only, like-
burst, Jason. The bubble has burst.
right, because there's only 8,000 breweries now.
Yeah. The breweries that have closed, it's market correction. It's because they weren't making good beer, or they were in a
Bad
spot.
location.
Yeah, a bad location. And
John,
Or
I
in
think it's
rare
because their beer
cases-
sucked.
good breweries. Most of them were just breweries that sucked.
yeah,
Just
there are
straight
plenty-
up.
There's plenty of breweries out in the middle of nowhere that are making fire beer, and people are like, "Yeah, I'm traveling to go get that beer."
like my headcanon about like La Quinta Brewing Company is that they make good beer, and I've never been there, and the only time I go by there is when I have to go to like a casino for work to fix an elevator. And I'm just like, I got to get out there one day. But they're in the middle of nowhere. They have a beautiful looking building. I have no reason to go there ever.
But it's like,
'Cause
dude, if Monkish is opening a spot in La Quinta, you'll go out there.
even then, they opened a spot in Anaheim, and I've only been there maybe twice. Like
I'd go to La
it's
Quinta before I went to Torrance.
It's right down the street.
definitely not going to the South
I go
Bay.
there a
That's
few
just
times.
that's too far. I can't. Even going to LA today to pick up beer. Shout out to Jeff from the Discord and patron. I went to meet up
Oh,
with
cool. You
him
got that. Cool.
downtown to pick up some beers from There Does Not Exist, which we will be doing on the show hopefully next week. But yeah, going to LA, that's an hour and a half drive. That's far enough. If I go to South Bay or Long Beach, Beechwood, I love you, but well, they're not in Long Beach anymore. At least not at that one spot. They still have the sour area, but too far. It's like 2+ hours at least without traffic. It's too much. I can't do it.
Long Beach is a bummer because I actually love hanging out in Long Beach, but it's such a bitch to get to.
You got to stay overnight.
Pretty much, yeah.
Even if you're not drinking, like just to go there, hang out the whole day and come home, you're coming home. You're going to be home, 9:00 at night, and because you want to leave a little bit later to miss the traffic. So before we get started, I want to post a little follow-up to our previous show that we did on Ballast Point. We said that they were selling their brewing facility, and apparently Athletic Brewing is the people who took it over.
That's wild.
The company that took it over.
Number 10 in the nation, yeah.
NA's taken over.
I mean, I don't buy it a lot, but for when I do, Athletic is one of the best, and I'm underestimating how popular non-alcoholic beer is.
Dude, it's really growing. My grocery stores, every couple months, there's a little bit more NA stuff. Like, I can go to the grocery store right now, and there's like half a dozen options in NA, where before, like 2 years ago, it would have been like O'Doul's, and like that's it, dog.
Dude, if you have a Sprouts, they have a ton of Athletic there.
They do,
tons.
Yeah, Sprouts for sure. Sprouts is one thing, but like the regular ass grocery store had like, I got the Dos Equis Salt and Lime NA, which shockingly good. Gonna recommend that one if you guys are looking for NA shit. They have the Guinness NA, Stella Artois NA. The macros are really going in on NA.
Isn't Sierra Nevada doing not a bunch, but they have a couple NAs that are everywhere, right?
They're pretty good.
Trail one or whatever. That one's pretty good. It tastes warty like all of them. I think
the one I got doesn't. I think they're using like those distilled hops and sort of like a distilled hop water with a really light backbone beer. I think the Sierra Nevada ones, at least fresh, I got it really good, and it's not half bad, which for me is high marks for NA.
For right now, AleSmith, their NA IPA is still the king for having, like, at least for IPA. Because IPA, even Athletic IPA, I drink it and I'm like, I can tell. It's fine. It's not that it's bad, but I can tell. Where AleSmith, just beer, you get a hint of like maybe, this maybe is not quite right. But it's like you're drinking an IPA from I feel like it's a regular IPA, but from a brewery that doesn't quite know, they haven't perfected their recipe.
Yeah.
That's what it's like. It's like, okay, it's pretty good.
Ballpark.
It's an IE IPA. How about that, Jason?
Dude, you saying AleSmith IPA it just reminded me, like in 2014, do you remember how good AleSmith IPA was? Just regular IPA from AleSmith? That beer was fucking awesome.
It
had it forever.
I think it performed pretty damn well in our like IPA showdown.
I mean, that used to be one of my favorite beers.
Yeah, former member of the show, Matthew Becker, that was his favorite IPA.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
It didn't do that well, actually. It's number 6.
Out of
It's fine.
Just kidding.
6 out of how many, though?
10.
Oh. That's not great.
Our winners back in 2016 were Alpine Duet, and I believe this was actually made at Alpine. Maybe not. And Union Jack.
Imagine doing.
Oh wait.
I'm
sorry. Union Jack number 1, Sculpin number 2, Green Flash number 3, Duet number 4, Racer 5.
Racer 5. Wow.
AleSmith IPA was 6. Stone was 7. Torpedo was number 8. Can you even get Torpedo anymore?
We put the spreadsheet of the scoring on the website. Does it show how close all of those were and the scores, like overall? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
I think Torpedo's still around. There was an Atomic Torpedo now, too, that they're pushing.
Union Jack was like way the fuck ahead of everybody.
Oh, okay. I think it was at the bottom.
No. It was like an 89, and then Sculpin was 82.5, and West Coast was 82. So
okay,
Sculpin.
Imagine doing that show now, almost 10 years later, like
with the same.
Maybe with the same beers, yeah, but maybe just sticking within the clear IPA category, not even involving hazy IPA. How much those beers have changed due to hazy IPA and beer palates? Beer taste is changing.
What's funny is if I compiled 10 California IPAs, I wouldn't include any of these now.
Really?
No doubt.
Like, really?
Not even
Port.
AleSmith?
I would have fucking Beechwood. I would have El Segundo. I would have like some of the OC breweries that we like.
I don't know if I would.
Those aren't readily available though, right? You can't just walk into a store.
The idea with this was we were getting like wide distro beers,
grocery store.
Yeah, regional.
I would like to maybe reincorporate some of those beers like into another showdown, but then like you said, Jason, get some of the like the Green Cheeks, El Segundo.
I mean, dude, Green Cheek is crushing all of those beers.
Yeah.
The only way we get any of these fresh, I don't even fucking know how we get half of these. Because like Green Flash and Alpine and Ballast Point no longer make beer in California.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
True.
None of them make beer in the state anymore. Lagunitas we can maybe find. Firestone we could probably get in Venice. This Torpedo again. Do they sell Torpedo anymore? I don't know.
Atomic. They put an
Atomic,
atom bomb inside of the fermenters now, and now just blow the shit up.
It's Flavor Town.
But we're talking about Oscar Blues today. This show is goddamn canarchy, is what it is.
And Oscar Blues wasn't even part of the IPA showdown. So
they weren't even in there. They've never had an IPA that was good, and like they've never had a proper IPA. Really, they were always the Dale's Pale Ale guys.
Well, we're gonna have an IPA. We're gonna have an IPA from them on the show today. They have an IPA called
it's a hazy IPA.
Yeah, well, it's Cosmic Mutant hazy. I don't know.
I guess we'll fucking find out. Anyways, we got Mama's Little Yellow Pills.
Who owns Oscar Blues these days, by the way?
Canarchy. Monster Energy beverage.
That's right.
And that is why we have our finale beer, which I'm gonna tease, but we're not letting it out just yet.
So yeah, Mama's Little Yellow Pills was the first canned craft lager I think I ever had.
Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be
This
pills.
beer goes back, dude. This beer goes back.
They refer to it as a Bohemian Pilsner. I don't really hear that term much anymore. People are just not afraid to say Czech anymore.
Well, it's Czechia now, right?
I don't think so.
It's Czechian.
I think it's Czechoslovakia, man.
Check your own
Czechian,
Slovakia.
The Czech Republic, I believe, is what it's called.
Back in the 80s.
Czechia? Yeah, you know what? Greg knows more about Europe than me. I'll defer to him.
I mean, things have happened.
Speaking of beer showdowns, Mama's Little Yellow Pills was in our Pilsner showdown, and it tied for number 10 with the Crux Fermentation Project Crux Pills.
10 out of 10?
Was good, yeah.
No, this was actually very, very many pills. This was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 3 is 24. 24 pills.
How come your guys' beers look darker than mine? Is it because I have light?
Yeah,
probably
better
my office.
Look at that. Look at the difference between mine and Greg's.
I have a dark room.
Here's
You're
mine.
in a red background.
So check this out. I did a search. We're just going through the archives. So we're reminiscing about the 4Bs of old. And in 2016, we did a show called the Oscar Blues Explosion.
Oh, that's right.
And on that show, we had 6 beers. Of those 6, one of them is represented today.
Beers we had there were Old Chub, which is a Scotch ale.
Old Chub.
IPA, Dale's Pale Ale, which is the only beer that's still here.
They did have an IPA. I forgot. We did it on the show, but I forgot.
Was it just called IPA? It was just called IPA?
It was just called IPA, yeah.
And I remember liking it. I thought it was pretty good. Beerito, which was their Mexican lager. Hot
their
Box.
time on that one. I feel like Mexican lagers popped off like 3 years after that.
I think we have one in this pack, right?
Do we?
Yeah, there's one with lime, right?
They changed the name from Beerito, that's for sure.
Okay, yeah.
Which is dumb. Why would you change that?
I don't know. Beerito's a good.
I want a Beerito right now.
Hot Box Coffee Porter, 1050, and then one of the best beers ever, Death by Coconut.
What the fuck happened to Death by Coconut?
Dude, that was the most coconut-forward coconut beer ever.
Yeah, dude, so
I want to say it's still in production, but it's like it's a seasonal kind of deal.
When I think of a burrito, I'm picturing like a soup dumpling, but you just take a bite and it's just beer.
Just beer comes out.
I'm picturing a big ass burrito. That's what I want.
That's
Maybe
like a penny
burrito is like a soup dumpling. So when you take a bite, it's just like you get a gush of beer.
well, if it's IPA though, you have to do pani puri because it's Indian and India Pale Ale.
By the way, shout out to myself for updating our website. It looks so pretty now with everything. You guys know I spent 8 hours fixing all the photos because
John,
let me give you a tip. children out there, if you're doing a website, don't make your images a fixed size because in the future websites went dynamic and they changed, and so you want your photos to change size as well. So I had to go through every single blog post and change the fixed image size to dynamic, and it was not fun. It took literally 8 hours to fix our website.
I think you can do that just in the WordPress templates.
In 2024, people don't make websites.
True.
AI does.
Yeah.
They just
I went to Wix.
They just have an Instagram now.
But it is nice to have a website for instances like this where we go to reference old shit. So,
dude, I'm
right.
looking at my first check-in for Death by Coconut on Untapped in November of 2015. It says "Holy fucking coconut."
Accurate.
sounds like Joe.
Consider the coconut.
So
Deviant Dales from 2015, Caramel Malt City.
This,
what were my check-ins?
This Mama's Little Yellow Pills. It's got some lemongrass hints on the nose. A little bit of a like a spicy hop character that's still like just clinging on for life from February of this year.
Mine kind of smells like saltine crackers.
Yeah, I mean it's held up surprisingly well for being this old.
Saltine crackers,
not too bad.
Good pull, Joe. That is, yeah.
I mean, it's kind of what mine smells like.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's a little bit oxidized, but honestly, it kind of feels like, like when you would get like the like Euro imports like 10 years ago that would just be hanging out in like the Bevmo for fucking ever.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of that.
It's drinkable.
Mine's from February. It's still smelling fine. I don't really get anything off on it. I would gladly drink all three of these beers in the 15 pack.
There's a discernible bitterness to this beer, though, for sure. Like it's got a bit of a bite for a Pilsner. I mean, It's a Bohemian Pilsner, so there's, it's not a light lager. It is not. I'm sure this is what they give to the like, I'll drink Coors Light guy, but I feel like it might challenge the Coors Light guy. It's a little bit of a bite on this one.
The Coors Light. Do you have anything lighter than this? No. This is a bit much.
So let me read the summary from the Pilsner Showdown. Jason wrote all these summaries, by the way, and he did a very good job. Out of the gate, Matt said this beer looked like shit, and he'll fight anyone who disagrees. The group
it doesn't look that bad, does it?
No, I don't think so. It looks fine to me.
We took it outside after the show and we
fought,
ripped off our shirts.
This is before Matt.
How you want to handle this?
This is before Matt worked there, so maybe he dialed in their process.
The group was split on the nose. Some of us finding it muted, and some of us liking the nose a lot. On drinking it, we thought it was a solid example. We liked it overall, especially John. There you go. But losing points for appearance and aroma ended up placing Oscar Blues lower than it could have been. So there you go. I was a fan back then, and I'm still a fan now.
John's like, it smells wet.
I've said that. It smells wet.
If Matt did indeed dial this in, Jason, we need to change the name to Maddie's Little Yellow Pills.
There you go. In tribute.
I think. Yeah. Thanks, Matt.
We love
Matt.
Matt.
Overall, I dig it. I still think this is a very solid beer, and I'm happy to drink it.
It is one, though, as somebody who can crush like several liters of a lager, it's a bit of a challenging one. And I don't know if it's a liter beer. It's one that you drink a pint of. I don't want a large Farva. I want a goddamn liter of beer. No, it's not a liter beer. It's a half-liter beer, I think.
I disagree.
It's good. It's just I think it's a little bit taxing on the palate. I haven't had beer in a couple weeks, so I'm a little bitter sensitive.
Are you doing that on purpose?
Just
yeah. Just take.
Are you upset at beer?
Oh, okay.
No, I just was on vacation and had too many, so I'm gonna have have a little break.
Got it.
There you go. Do Chechens actually drink liters of beer, or is it just like the mugs, like a Halidinka pour?
Kilometers of beer, I think. Yeah, kilometers.
I feel like Greg, should know that more than we should.
I mean, they come in like the mugs, right? Like they're half, like 0.5 liter. I guess
Look,
so.
they come wherever they want, dude.
Wow.
Okay.
That escalated quickly.
As they want to. Wow, are we going to do the lime one next?
Yeah, I said, yeah.
I think so.
This one's fresh to death. This one's March.
All right. Is Mas Lima a better name than Burrito? I don't think
so, dude. No, I mean, I don't mind it, Mas Lima. But...
And the fucking can. This looks fucking horrible. This is an awful, awful can.
It is a terrible can.
John, tell him how you really feel.
I mean,
no, this does look kind of like shit.
It kind of has a Miami Hurricanes vibe going on, which is weird.
That's bad.
It makes no sense.
Yeah, I don't dig it. I liked burrito better. It was punny. It was fun to say. Mas Lima. Ooh, Mas Lima.
They
Look at me.
merged with fucking Cigar City, and now we've got like a fucking Florida Gators fucking color scheme on this shit.
There you go.
It's Miami Hurricane.
It's the palest beer, dude.
Oh yeah, Greg's holding up his little LED
Look at the head
light.
on that. Holy
Yeah,
smokes.
I pour it crazy. Yeah,
I like it.
but yeah, it's very pale. It's like a 2 SRM.
I was hoping this was going to smell more limey.
Greg's is accurately capturing the color as my eyes see it, where when I hold this up, I'm like, no, this looks golden, and it does not look like that in real life.
Yeah,
my room's lighting is also like bisexual lighting. So
and I have my phone processing the light on the fly. It's doing like a stage lighting thing. So if I hold the beer up and it doesn't see my face, the light will change. If you notice that,
Wow,
that's pretty rad.
Yeah.
Stage lighting,
dude. Fucking Apple, man. Apple
Fucking
Intelligence
Apple,
coming
man.
your way.
Oh shit! I have an arcade.
What's up?
What the fuck?
His background looks like my shirt, dude.
That's
It
funny.
does.
That's pretty dope.
We
your
just
biggest
got a
fan.
comment from Jason's Arcade Plus. Welcome. I imagine he's one of Joe's friends.
He is he's a YouTube bro.
Cool.
Yeah, Joe brings in the arcade people.
I'm down.
I try.
The arcade
Oh.
demo.
Oh,
All right. Uh-oh.
Greg, I feel the same way, I think.
Oh,
I feel the
Ouch.
same way.
My can is
Why
from
is it-
January.
why is it doing those things to my mouth?
Mine's from March.
Mine's from Jan 30th.
Mine's from
And,
2019.
It's fighting
it
my
tastes
taste
like.
buds right now.
So I think earlier in this show, I recommended a Dos Equis lime and salt. Maybe not. I said that out loud today at some point. But I had a Dos Equis with lime and salt. It's pretty good. This
Okay.
beer is the exact same concept. Not good.
No,
Yeah.
this is not. I don't like this, and I'm a big like lager with lime kind of a guy. I love
Buena
that shit,
Vesa
and
being
people
a
make fun of
great
me.
example of that, I think.
Oh, Buena Vesa, that and 805 Cerveza, love that beer.
Yeah.
I'm taking a second sip. It
But
sort
this
of
is
has
just
like
it's like got a weird like a the salinity in this is just strange. I
it's
don't
got
like
key lime pie sort of like aspirations, but it's like a light. Somebody gave you like a fat-free, sugar-free key lime pie and stripped
it's
all
like-
the flavor out of it. It's really tart.
it's
Mine's
weird.
tart.
Everybody who does lime in these overdoes the lime. And this is no exception. There's too much fucking lime. Like, you're not trying to overpower the whole beer. You're not trying to cover the skunk of your fucking gross Corona that skunked. Like, it should just be a hint of lime, like you fucking dropped a wedge in, and this is not that. It's too
See, I
much
feel
lime.
like my can is way salty. It's super fucking
It's salty and like tart.
yeah, it's like a
Yeah,
like,
it
it's
is
Like
like
a
a
really
citric
salty.
acid.
yeah, it's like Goza salty,
Ugh.
like saltier than
Right.
that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Mine comes off very flabby. Like it doesn't
Say
finish
flabby?
flabby. Yeah, it doesn't finish
There's no acidity to it.
nice and crisp. It's just kind of it's a little too soft. I mean, soft and flabby. I mean,
It's
Use your
super dry though.
imagination.
Like and unless it's just doing that to my like the salt is just like killing my tongue.
this
It's
is
weird.
not good. This is
you guys, breaking news.
Yes.
I was just reading our old Oscar Blues thing, and it says, also, you can use their cans to smoke weed out of it when you're done drinking the beer. And Oscar Blues always had that little printed thing, which was like where you poke the hole.
Yeah, that
to
was
put
like
your
the
weed in
screen,
it.
right? The weed screen.
Correct. Yeah.
It's
anymore.
not on these new cans, dude. They
And
took
also,
it
they
off
used
the
to
cans.
have like a spot where like who's ever on the canning duty that day would put like a funny
Oh.
saying or whatever.
Oh, hold up. It's on the little yellow pills.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's still
Oh,
there
yeah.
on the pills. It's not on this Mas Lima thing. This beer fucking sucks, though.
Moss Lane.
Wait,
Let's be honest though, dude. Is smoking weed out of an aluminum can the best thing for us?
No, man. Like,
no, it's
you
got
can-
plastic.
Bro,
yeah,
when
like,
you're desperate, like and you're in high school, like
listen,
you take the screen from the faucet in your bathroom and use that as your screen on your pipe from parts that you bought from Ace Hardware, and
John,
you
one of
had to
my-
make do. So you taken a
Yeah,
little
but-
bit of carcinogen, but you got high as fuck.
yeah, but now I gotta go by like 4 smoke shops and a weed store to get to the Ace Hardware. So like, it's not really.
I remember
that
me and my
necessary
friend,
anymore.
we were 14. We actually went to an Ace Hardware to buy parts to make a pipe, and they're the helpful people or whatever their fucking thing is. And so guys,
Ace is the place to help.
you guys need any help? And we're like, nope, we're good. And then we're in the plumbing section. He's just eyeballing us. He's like, what the fuck are these motherfuckers doing? And we didn't even buy it.
You're either making a pipe or a pipe bomb. So whatever it is, it's not fucking good. I didn't smoke weed till 5 years ago. So
when I first started eating differently, people were like, aren't you worried about what's in a Beyond Burger? I'm like, dude, I fucking smoked aluminum in high school. Like, I'm fine. Nothing's going to happen to me. We literally, aluminum foil, people would make pipes out of. I'm like, what? Like, there's no, I don't know. Yeah.
The coconut fat instead of the beef fat, I think I'll be okay.
Right. I think I'm going to be fine.
My body is all microplastics.
The first time I smoked weed was out of a aluminum pipe. And I remember I was 16 because I was driving my dad's Jeep. And I was in there with my friend, and we were hotboxing in the Jeep.
The first time I ever smoked, I was driving my dad's car.
This is not an admission of guilt or any wrongdoing.
The statute of limitations is passed, John.
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't even think about driving my dad's car after doing
and so
that.
You're smoking out of like an piece of aluminum, and you don't know. Like I didn't smoke cigarettes or anything, but when it hits you, it's literally hot, and it hits the back of your throat, and it hurts. And I coughed the weed out of the pipe, and my friend was like, "What are you doing?"
I have seen and done that before, John.
I'm like, I'm so sorry.
So I was pretty inventive when I was a kid and teenager back in the old 80s, and I would make a water pipe with a straw poking into the side of a thing, and then melting wax around it to make it watertight, and then having a little aluminum foil thing.
Damn, that's some engineering right there.
And then and you'd hit it. What's funny is like I left it in my room. My mom's like, here's some trash. She had no idea what it was. Got up.
Necessity is the mother of invention, John.
Weed just comes in jewels now. So like you just go buy a jewel for weed, and then that's it.
We're living in the future, man. So yeah, this beer sucks, and
moving on.
This beer sucks.
Honestly, like one of the worst beers we've done on the show in a long time. Like there's not really much redeemable about it.
Wow.
Like it's just a shitty beer. Like there's it's a bad recipe. Like what a
And honestly, the burrito was not made with lime and salt. It was just a Mexican lager. Like let's just do that. Let's just go back to that. Like that's fine.
Everyone overdoes the lime and salt, and this one is the worst I've ever had of it. Yeah, let's do Dale's Pale Ale. It's hard to fuck that
well,
up,
I hope
right?
we do that because I already poured it.
I poured myself a little Dale's Pale Ale right here.
Look at the difference between yours and how it looks and your light between mine. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, without the light.
Again, this one, since it was stored warm, it doesn't smell like much. It smells like brown bread, which I love, but it doesn't smell crazy pungent. I think it's because it was warm.
So what's the canning dates from all of your cans?
Mine's Austin 316, bro. # Team Old IPA.
I thought they closed Austin.
Mine is smudged. I think it's 2 or 3. I can't tell. So
Mine's
December 20th.
Oh shit!
December 20th?
Man,
Yes,
it's a Christmas miracle.
dude, call your Total Wine and More and be like, I need my money back.
Are they all?
My friend Greg said,
Gosh darn it, man.
My friend Greg's. I found a mouse in my beer. You fucking owe me free beer, eh?
nobody should be selling 2023 mixed packs. Come on.
So I'm putting my beer up to the camera. My head comes off a little too orange, but there is an orange tint to my head.
Orange
just
hue.
A little bit.
This is a pale ale as it was 20 years ago. It is caramel malt.
Oh,
Mine,
This is where
I
the
can
hops-
just tell. Go ahead.
yo, go ahead. Yeah. Go for
I
it.
was gonna say, I can just tell mine was stored warm. It's just this is not the Dales that I remember.
Yeah,
This
for
smells like a brewery. You know what I mean? If you're in the brewery, like in the tasting
grape
room, and
nuts?
they're like, if you go to Stone, like that's what this smells like. It's
Mine tastes like a Werther's original.
Sure. Yeah.
It's
I'm there.
caramely. It's caramel.
But there's
I
like a
drink it?
bitter. It's like a bitter Werther's for some reason. Like
Yeah.
your grandparents hated you, and they're like, here's my old Werther's with a little poison on it, honey.
I don't think this is old. I'll give it the
Mine's
benefit of the
old
doubt
as
and
fuck,
say
dude.
that it's March. So this is a 3-month-old beer.
Okay, yours is good.
This is so. Who's drinking this still?
Right. Well, I just drank one of these. Well, I guess it's been a couple years because people were like, "Hey, start drinking old beers," and so I reviewed one of these a couple years ago, and I remember liking it.
Do you? I mean,
I just think that this was stored warm, so it just is shit.
Maybe if it
It's
had
just
more
bread. It's
hop
brown bread.
character to it, it'd come off like a
Schwarzbrot.
celebration or something, but it doesn't have the hop character and bitterness to kind of back up the maltiness. It's just a little too malty for me to where it I don't
It's
know.
very caramely.
I wouldn't call it shit, and honestly, this doesn't feel out of line with how I remember Dale's tasting.
True.
It definitely can be better with more hop, like fresh hop character. Like some piney character would really help balance this
It's
caramel malt.
Too much
But
Werther's.
this is just fucking how hoppy beer was until like 2016.
You think
But someone had
that's hoppy?
said, that mine isn't hoppy. Someone had said I should blind Sierra Nevada Pale Ale versus this. I'm like, I would know right away which one's
for
which.
sure,
Absolutely.
Not even close. Yeah, not even close.
Pale ale's like, if you like,
That's a
this
fucking
old school-
desert. That's a desert island beer for me.
So good. Yeah. I'm gonna give this. It's
The
old.
difference between this and Sierra Nevada Pale Ale is Sierra Nevada Pale Ale is good.
It's hoppy. It's hoppy
and
too.
But
it's got some hop character because I'm fairly certain they still use whole cone hops for everything, and that comes through on the Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. Where this, not that the whole hops make a difference, but that much of a difference. But this is just way too malty, and
It's malty.
like
The
butterscotchy.
caramel malt is crazy in this, and it's just beer is not made like this anymore. And I think kind of for a reason, like people have grown out of this. Although I say caramel malt, but I just looked up a recipe, and the Homebrewers Association had one in the Zymergy magazine, which usually those are pretty accurate, like in those and it's all Maris Otter and Carahel.
Huh.
All right.
See, I wonder what Matt Becker would say about this beer right now because he's a Maris Otter fucking stan, and like I think he would love this beer.
Maris Otter Stain.
Yeah, I mean, I like Maris Otter too when it's fresh. Mine's like phone booky and sort of bitter and sort of acrid and
Mine's a little too sweet and too like caramelly. It's too sweet and too. It's like
It's what
drinking
it is.
candy.
It's
almost.
Mine's turned
cloying.
the corner from that.
Greg, do people these days know what phone books are, by the way? My goodness.
I don't know. Yeah. So
We were
take
just
take.
talking.
He's
It's
old
like a
Greg. He don't
wet.
give a fuck.
It's like a wet. You take a Bible and get it wet and let it sit in the backseat of your car.
Yeah, everyone go out and buy a Bible and wet it.
Douse
And
it
that's
in-
this beer. This beer tastes like wet Bible.
Man, like back in the days, we'd get a phone book, man, and we'd throw it in the pool. We'd throw it back and forth.
Back when we used
That's
to
how
get
I
the
know.
newspaper
Greg,
and it rained
That's
that
how I
morning.
know.
Greg would go rip it in half in front of a high school gymnasium full of people.
But you'd have to get it wet first. Yeah, sit on it.
When we got phone books, how often did we actually use the phone book?
I use
Dude,
it
we
all the
used to
time,
order
man.
pizza from a phone book.
Okay, I can see that.
Don't you remember? Like they would have an entire page, and you would see like the coupons they were going to use. Phone books were the fucking best.
I don't.
Oh,
Yeah, I
fuck.
don't.
You guys, I
Yeah.
got 2 glasses so I could like alternate and like if one sucked, but like now 2.
You got to chug it,
Drinks
dude.
the dumpa.
Bro,
Chug it.
I have like 3 glasses on the floor next to me. What are you doing? We've been doing this podcast for 10 years. By the way,
remember my first
um,
mix pack.
when was our
Go,
first
Jason.
podcast, Greg? You brought this up. It was, since we're reminiscing here.
Just over 10 years ago, eh?
Yeah,
Hey.
there was like a. Hey. It was in my
Insert A.
Facebook.
Oh,
the old
don't
Facebook
don't chug it, guys. Don't. chug
It hurts. That hurts.
First episode
it's-
was June
it's on-
2nd, 2014. So happy 10 years, guys.
Happy 10 years.
Happy
friends.
10 years, guys. This Maris Otter is hanging on my soft palate, and it's fucking me up, dude.
It's swimming on
not
its
good.
back, looking all cute on your. On
And
your
Jason
Hold up.
Harris was never heard from again.
Oh, that water's the best thing I
Oh.
ever drank. Oh, that
Sorry,
was
man.
not. Don't
I
don't
love
chug.
water.
Don't chug.
I'm
Caramel
serious when I
malt.
say that I want to go buy a fresh Dale's Pale Ale somewhere
I'm
to rectify
telling you.
the situation.
Get it. Get
Yeah.
a fresh one that was stored cold. You'll be fine.
I really think a lot of this is the age, and not necessarily the quality.
I mean,
Yeah, but,
look at
I
the
mean-
color of that fucking beer. It is a multi-ass Columbus Centennial Cascade Northern Brewer old ass fucking recipe.
Here's
It's
the
just
issue right now.
old.
We've had 3 beers from Oscar Blues, and 2 of them have sucked. We're not.
I know.
This is not going well.
Speaking of suck, let's try their hazy IPA.
We're not going to get that Canarchy retweet.
Oh darn!
I'm sorry, the Monster Beverage Incorporated.
Yeah, Jason Monster Brewing is technically
Monster
what they're
Brewing.
known as for this segment of their
this
portfolio.
was canned in March. I'm gonna
It's
guess
hazy.
that this is not gonna be juicy at all.
It's hazy.
Yeah, so we're opening up Hazy Blues, which they call on the can a juicy IPA, which
It's gonna
usually
give
is
us
a
all
bad
the
sign.
blues.
When you call your beer something, it's usually not that thing. So juicy.
I
is
believe-
may not be.
You know
This
what?
smells artificial.
You know what, guys? Maybe this one will be good.
What do you mean by artificial?
It smells like when car fresheners try and be like a smell because it's not
Oh, I
like a
gotcha.
real
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it doesn't smell like actual. It says it's juicy, so you want it to smell some sort of like citrus juice or something. It doesn't smell like actual fruit juice.
Does it
The
smell
smell-
like Citra, Lupomax, Galaxy, and Strata?
Is that what the hops are?
That's what they claim.
It's 7%.
The smell on this reminds me of the non-alcoholic Sam Adams Hazy IPA. That's also, I think, called Juicy, which for an NA IPA is pretty good. I've heard feedback from some pro brewers who are like, yeah, that beer isn't what you think it is. Like, there's a lot of shit going on with that thing to make it taste like a beer, where it's like they're using ingredients that you normally wouldn't use in a beer. And this kind of smells like that.
I'm here for that with NA beer. Like, whatever mad scientist bullshit you got to do, like, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I actually don't. I don't hate the taste of this. I don't love it by any means, but I don't hate it.
All of these have gotten, like, a tremendous head for me. I will say that. Like, every one of these beers I've poured has had, like, a big inch thick of foam.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Mm.
That's that age player.
When it comes...
I'll
When
give
it
you an
comes
inch
to-
thick.
All right, I have a question though about the term juicy in IPA. Do people still say that? I feel like people stopped
Yeah,
doing that like
people do.
5 years ago.
You
Of course
watch
they do.
Joe's channel. His
dare
favorite
you.
juicy IPAs are orange juice IPAs that taste like orange juice after he brushed his teeth, and it's still a thing.
I
Nice.
do love that. I do love
Okay.
that.
In.
This is old, but it's pretty good.
Mine's
It's
not
not
It's
bad.
ain't bad. It's not
No,
bad.
it's not
Like-
terrible.
If this was fresh, it would be good.
It almost has like it's weird. Like it's weird for me saying this, but it almost has a little bit of like almost coconut thing, which seems strange saying because there's no Sabro in this, right?
Is there Sabro, Jason, in this?
There's no Sabro, right, Jason?
No, Galaxy, Strata, and Citra Lupomax.
Maybe it's the Strata doing that.
For me, this has along the lines of that coconut thing. It reminds me of something I often get from hazies, which is vanilla cake batter quality.
I was
And,
gonna say the same thing. It has that white cake batter thing.
Yeah, and that's what I'm getting from this. It's not terrible. I bought the 15 pack. I don't think unless I'm drunk, I'm not drinking the Dales, the Mas Lima. Unless I'm desperate, I'll drink that. But
You're
this
gonna get a wasted FaceTime from John going, "Oh my gosh, Dale's is the best."
No,
I love Dale's
it's not
Pale
that.
Ale.
Oh my god,
I want
that's
to.
so funny.
I want to
dude.
hang out with Dale.
Yeah, I'm not a big hazy fan, but I do appreciate the regional breweries like stabs at doing hazy IPA, and this is like no different. It is pretty shelf stable. There's something that is here that's not offensive for being a 4-month-old. Mine is
Right.
Feb 4th, I think.
For
It's not too shitty. It's not great. But like if I was at a party and this was like in a bucket or whatever, it'd be like, okay.
Do you imagine? Hey, I brewed a beer. Can you taste it? What do you think? Well, it's not too shitty.
dude, okay, I have a quick aside here. I'm using 2 of the same glass from Pizza Port's Strong Ale Fest.
Yeah.
That's the greatest thing I've
ever
heard.
It has
Jill's
a
fucking
4
cracking up.
It has a line,
not
a
too
fill
shitty.
line that they
got a
used
4
at the
ounce line,
festival for 4 ounce. This whole glass is 12 ounces, and look at where that fill line is.
That's not 4 ounces.
That's like
I know.
6,
That's how they get
maybe
you drunk.
8 ounces.
They're trying to get
And
you
this
hammered.
was for Pizza Port Strong Ale Fest, which
Yeah,
everything is 12%.
Yeah, that's at least 10 ounces right there.
That's why Pizza Port is fucking legends.
I'm not offended by this beer whatsoever. I think,
it's not too shitty,
It's an
dude.
outlier. It's not
It's
too
pretty
shitty.
good. Like I said, the hop character's really faded because mine is 6 months old, but
Can we make a 4 Brewers glass that says it's not too shitty on the back of it?
Yeah,
We used to
can.
brew the shit out of it, so there's
yeah,
not,
we
it's
have
not
to brew
far.
the shit out of it glass.
It's not
Yeah.
too shitty. I'm sweating from laughing. It's warm out here.
Welcome to the Four Brewers,
No,
Joe.
this one's pretty good, man.
My goodness.
I'm shocked the hazy IPA is the best one so far.
I get the age does show in by way of like pencil shavings.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
little pencil shaving thing, like note in there, like you just sharpen a pencil. Yeah, that smell.
I get that
wash
too.
My glass out with.
And Joe, I forgot what he said, but it made me think of home brewing. If I brewed this as a home brewer, I would be proud of it. I mean,
It's not too shitty.
It's not too shitty, John.
it's not too shitty. And that's the name of the episode, by the way. Good job.
Keep
Joe.
up the-
Or
keep up
whoever
the
said
good
that.
work.
Greg did
Greg.
that.
I cannot take credit for that. I wish I could.
But it's yeah. If I made this, I would be like, this is fine for me. I'm happy with my skills with this.
My
But
hazy
from,
IPA.
from a brewery like Oscar Blues, it's fine.
You mean
It's-
Monster?
it's-
I do think
Yes, Monster Brew.
though, like looking back at the old Chub IPA burrito Death by Coconut hot
Old
box,
chub, yeah, right.
I'm just like, God damn, that was such a better lineup of beer than this. You
I
know,
would agree
like
with you. Yeah.
God damn, I hate that we're becoming the like old guys being like the good old days of beer were so much better. But God,
I think that's where our show, we have to be ourselves, right? I mean,
yeah, it is our demo, but it's like, yeah, these beers are all fucking mid at best.
Jason, that's perfect. They're all mid at best. And
And I think that's the challenge with
sad.
every regional becoming national is like all their beer becomes the lowest common denominator bullshit. And it's just like, yeah, this is the beer that'll be the least offensive for the most people. And I don't know, like I would really be curious what like a random non-beer drinker thinks of this Mas Lima shit. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'll give
no
it
way
to
that-
my wife and watch her cringe.
Bring
Is
her
your
in.
wife- Is she not a beer drinker?
Oh, she absolutely drinks beer.
Jason, I'll try that tonight because
I'll give her stuff.
my
She's
wife-
like,
my wife, she
My
she likes Buena Vesa. Like when we go,
As
the
she
last time we
should.
went to where would we go? Somewhere in San Diego. We went to like this random vegan taco shop, and one of their only craft beers was Buena Vesa, and she got that with her tacos, and she's a fan of that beer. She doesn't drink it
Dude,
all the time.
Bro, if I walk
but-
into a taco shop and their only beer is Buena Vesa, I'm stoked.
right.
Like,
well, it
fuck
was a
yeah.
vegan taco shop at that, so
Even
and
better.
their tacos were fucking,
And
and it was like
Modelo or whatever.
it was on like a tiny corner, and like they sold like an Easter bunny out from Easter.
Can
It
you
was
remember
very
the name
weird.
of it and tell me?
As a San
I'll let you
Diegan
know.
adjacent person, Joe, do you appreciate that like the general beer bar is so high in San Diego that
Oh,
like
it's insane.
your average shithole like restaurant is like, yeah, they have like 3 taps of like high quality
Oh,
beer.
no.
Like it
Yeah.
just is that way.
Dude, it's awesome.
You guys. I poured the
the-
last one.
The
Just real
Mutant
quick-
IPA.
I don't
go ahead,
like-
Joe.
I don't like the name of this Tropic Mutant. Like, who said that was a good name for a beer? Like, what are we doing? Tropic Mutant.
Isn't that like all the old boomer packs, like the dad packs? Speaking of tomorrow's Father's Day, but shout out to mix packs for all the dads out there.
That's us, dude.
I know the tropic
We are
Mutant-
literally dads drinking mix packs right now.
I know, right? We are. It's beerception,
Sir?
beerception.
Sir, I am not a father.
You are. You're
You have a
a
dog.
dad. You're a dog dad.
Yeah.
I'm a cat daddy.
Unpredictable.
You're a
evolution.
daddy.
What was
This
I
thing-
talking about? Oh yes, the Tropic Mutant. Yeah, just like Mine Haze. They have a mixed pack as well, and they have some weird like mutant version or the Voodoo Ranger mutant. I don't know.
jeez.
Don't they all have like a weird hazy IPA?
This can though. It says uses cutting edge science of suds. That
Oh, I
I
know,
just
man.
don't believe
I
you.
hate
There's
suds.
you're not using Oscar Blues is not using cutting edge anything.
So
No,
this was the
no.
beer that reminded me of like astronaut ice cream for some reason.
Science of Suds is 100% a Monster Energy person being like, here's a great beer. They put that in the chat GPT. Like, the reason why like useless marketing people think AI is going to replace everybody is because it's good at replacing them. They're like, wow, this thing can write shitty code and shitty emails. Wow, I guess it's going to replace everybody in the world.
Right.
I'm a software developer, and this is going to replace me.
Mhm.
See, this smells to me. It has that chapsticky thing that I always come back to. I just
Chapstick, yeah, dude.
don't.
I
Do
said
you guys still
stale.
have a pour of the hazy? Because smell
I
them
still
side
got the
by
can.
side. I don't know. They kind of smell the same.
Here's an idea, Oscar Blues. Stop experimenting.
This is Galaxy, Stratus, and Talus, according to beerrepublic.eu,
Talus.
which I don't know why beerrepublic.eu is the only website that lists that information, but here we are.
It's got a really weird cedary wood character to the hops, as well as like a stale tang. I don't know if you guys have ever had tang in your life, but
Yes.
Dude,
it's there.
I'm an astronaut. Yeah, I know Tang.
When the astronaut ice cream with cedary wood, like a balsa wood, those ones where you wrap the rubber band in there and you fly the balsa wood airplane and then it hits you in the mouth and you're like, ow.
I don't
it's
like
like
this
that.
beer.
It's like that.
On Untapped, they only have a listing for this as Cosmic Mutant IPA. On the can, it's just called Tropic Mutant. So I don't know if
It's a different beer. Yeah.
Yeah, I may have pulled the
Cosmic
wrong.
Mutant's an older one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, what's the Untapped rating of this beer?
Oh,
yeah.
no.
3.7?
3.7. Yeah.
Ooh.
Not bad, but
3.7?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's those
again,
dads, dude.
Mine, the hops are faded in mine. It's an old beer.
Yep.
I like the base beer with the faded hops better than the hazy, which I thought was okay.
You like this better than the last one?
Yeah.
Kind of. I agree. Yeah.
It's not as sweet, which I prefer. It's more
Exactly.
dry.
Yep.
But again, the hop character is really faded. It's hard to judge a beer based off like the aged shell of itself that this is.
I would like to try it fresh, just throwing it out there.
February.
It does really make me wonder how much any of the Canarchy brands actually give a shit anymore.
Why would they?
Yeah, I mean, again, they're Monster Beverage Company, and their top selling fucking Monster the Beast energy drink apparently outsells every other beer in their portfolio.
Yep.
I don't care about beer.
Now, is the Beast an alcoholic drink?
Yeah, it's literally just
Why didn't we drink
Monster
those
with
today?
alcohol. We've done those on the show before.
Well, speaking of Monster, that's a good segue here.
You know what's weird is after drinking this mix pack, I'm actually looking forward to this, and I wanted to hate myself for even doing this.
Is there a preferred, can you give us a demo on how to pour this?
Yeah, here, hold on. I got to go grab that other stuff. Hang on.
I'm going to go get a
All right.
spoon.
We'll wait
on.
for Joe to come. We'll wait for Joe to come back. But
I gotta
the
get
next,
a spoon
the
next
too.
beer involves a glass like this, which shout out to Radiant Brewing for this awesome glass, and a spoon like this. Jason, don't. You're spoiling it. No one's back yet.
All right, BRB.
All right, let me get mine.
Does the monster go first, John?
Well, we'll get there, Joe. We'll get there.
Oh, sorry.
Everyone
Sorry.
left. Okay, so everyone's back. Back in, let me check my show notes here. In 2022, Monster Beverage Corporation acquired Canarchy and all of their brands. So my dog is freaking out. So
He's like,
you heard my
yes.
dog. The reason my dog
She's like,
is now in
don't
the
do it,
studio
John. Don't do it.
is because my wife is sitting here because she wants to see me drink this thing. This was Jason's idea, and it took me a week to
It's
really
going
fully
viral,
wap my
you
head around
fuckers.
this.
I've got
Yeah,
my
this is the
finger on
thing.
the goddamn pulse.
Guys,
the
everything's
thing.
going fucking nuts here. So these are the two. We've got a Guinness Nitro Stout and a Monster Energy Nitro, which I just learned today. Monster Energy makes nitrogenated
It is
beverages.
the super dry Monster Energy Nitro. Yes.
I do not have a Monster Nitro
What
because
the
I couldn't
fuck
find
is?
it.
Isn't Super Dry supposed to have like no
Super
like, sugar
dry.
in this? This has 51 grams of sugar.
It's
Yeah.
super fucking dry, John. I don't know.
You know what? You know what the
I'm reading
daily
an
value
article
of sugar is in here? It's 102% of your daily sugar value. Just in this.
Well,
one can.
we're only drinking half of it. It's okay.
Oh, good.
Beware the Gonster. I'm on vinepair.com. This article was posted May 16th. That was a month ago. Beware the Gonster, social media's viral Guinness Monster mashup.
Yes.
So
Like a
somebody
Gonster.
saw that Monster is on Nitro now, and they said, well, what else is on Nitro? Well, Guinness is on Nitro. So I guess you just got to layer them.
So
Well,
does the monster go first?
The
The
Monster
monster
goes
goes
on the
first.
bottom.
Yes.
And
So
you
we're gonna
wanna
open the
pour that-
monster.
And then wait for the foam to dissipate because there's a head to it.
Well, it's
Well, I don't have to
Nitro,
worry
so
about
it's
mine because
barely-
I don't have I don't have Guinness Nitro because I couldn't find it anywhere, and it's a good thing. 'cause
You don't
there's
have
milk
Monster.
in it.
You have Guinness, but you don't have Monster.
Oh, sorry, Monster.
Okay, wait. Yeah, if you don't, whatever one you don't have, the CO2 one goes on the bottom.
All right, so there is the.
Oh no!
Oh man, see, mine's not green like yours. Dang it!
Oh
Mine's
darn!
green.
That
What
is.
monster did you
green.
buy?
I have just the regular Monster.
I have this comically oversized spoon.
Yeah, CO2 goes on the bottom.
Okay, I got it.
My spoon is too big.
Me and Jason have a similar spoon. That's my spoon.
I have this.
You know, it's
This
funny.
is like
I
a
was-
gravy spoon, I think. So,
funny
but
story.
it-
I was
yeah.
putting these Guinnesses in my fridge, and one fell on the ground, and the perfect hole. It squirt right into my eyeballs and my ears. It was like,
Greg,
So I
are
got,
Guinnesses called Guinea?
get eye. Yeah, I got some
Multi-Guinea.
get eye in my.
Okay, so we're opening the Guinness. It's the nitrogen.
This is going to be
infusing.
fucking terrible. There's no way this is going to taste good.
Well,
There's no
don't
way.
judge it until you try it, Joe.
Listen,
All right,
I will judge the
Oh
shit
my
out of
God,
this
This
drink.
guys.
is looking so fucking weird.
Yvonne,
Yeah, mine's working.
Can you hold this
Mine's
up
working.
on the
Why
camera, please?
are we doing
All right.
this?
My wife is holding up this, and
My
I'm going
wife.
to pour.
Right, you
My
guys.
wife-
Oh shit!
I did
It's
it.
not working.
Mine looks like a black and tan.
Okay, my spoon is too big. This is not
did it.
working.
No, this big spoon is perfect.
I wish I could take it.
I'm doing
Give me
it.
on my cool keyboard.
I'm fucking doing it.
I fucking did it, you guys.
Oh, I think I did it too.
I gonstered
Can you
it.
get a
I
Toilet
gongstered
paper or
it.
something?
What'd I call it, Jason?
The gongster?
The bongster? Look at Glassy. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
what a perfect glass for that.
It's my boy Glassy, dude.
It's your boy.
Yeah,
I love
baby.
it. I love it.
We all
Is that
did
the
we all
trick?
do
Is
it?
that the trick or treat one?
I did it.
It's the Valentine's Day glass.
Dude, we all fucking did it. Nice.
Mine
before
isn't bright green, unfortunately.
Before we drink, I spilled because my spoon is too
I'm
big.
taking a photo of this shit. Oh, this is fucking legend. Fucking oath.
Damn it! I got it on my nice keyboard too. Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
Luckily,
John,
it's-
are you gonna chug it?
well, I'm gonna. I mean, how do we drink this? Like, I've never had a black and tan.
How do you fucking drink
You never
this?
had a black and tan?
I didn't get
No.
this far, dude.
Oh,
Hold on,
gosh,
let me see if
black and tans are
VinePair-
awesome.
Let me see if VinePair.com has any advice on how we drink this shit. No, it's just them talking about how they drank it. I mean, it layers magically.
It's so weird what the Guinness smells like with the Monster. It's just weird. It doesn't smell terrible.
I will say it does. The layering is perfect, and I did a fucked up pour. Like, I just poured down the side of the glass, and it's retained.
Yeah,
Mine's
So-
got a poem
that's
on
good.
the side. Look at
Roses are red, violets. What is it?
roses are red, violets are blue. I only want to get shit faced with
Oh.
you.
That's right.
Love
Oh,
your
why is
boy
it-
Your boy.
Glassy.
It smells like baby aspirin.
Oh man, the monster smell is so prevalent. Even though
Yeah, you
I
can't
is.
cover it up. I'm gonna douse this.
The
I'm gonna dose
monster
it with
is
more.
coming through the Guinness.
I don't hate
How
the
is
way
it
this
coming-
smells.
how's it coming up?
I'm
It
dosing.
smells.
I'm
It's you know
doing
what? It
extra.
smells like chocolate. Like, what is that? Chocolate.
It's not too shitty, John.
Chocolate orange. It smells like orange chocolate. Joe, you don't have the nitro, but it smells like orange chocolate.
No, you're right. It has like
It's,
a chocolate covered fruit something.
All
It's
right.
kind of okay.
That's not. I don't
The-
hate it the way it smells.
Even like 80% Guinness and 20% Monster. It's
Still
still,
is all
really-
Monster. Yeah,
Still all Monster.
it's very monstery.
No, but it has that roasty finish.
Did you drink it?
Okay, we're gonna
yeah,
drink it.
Yeah.
Oh, Jason did it.
Look, it's staying layered
top
even as
it
I
up.
drink it. Like I'm drinking it and it's still layered. Look at this shit.
Mm. Ah. Mm.
Mm.
Oh.
What is that?
It's you woke up and doubled.
What is that flavor?
It does it for me. It tastes like orange chocolate.
It takes
Um,
over the Guinness, though, dude.
but it's a little-
Like the Guinness, you can't really taste it.
Yeah, the Guinness.
It's very,
gets-
it's very demonstrative.
Yeah, it's like somebody put like Tang or something in your coffee.
Yeah,
Oh,
It's not the worst thing I've ever had.
it's better than the fucking lime lager we drank.
Yeah, it's way better than that fucking lime lager, dude.
100% agreed.
this is for. I should try the monster naked, but
Hey, Oscar
coming
Blues,
off
shit
very,
can the Moss
very-
Lima and can Gongsters
monsters.
or whatever it's
It's
called.
coming off very, like I said, orange chocolate. Like if you've had chocolate that's heavy on the orange, that's what this is. And then it finishes. It has a lingering bitterness on the back end, which
just
I think if
dumped
you
a
had
bunch more
good
Guinness.
orange chocolate, it'd be more sugary, and that would handle the.
Yeah, this is the first time I've ever had an energy drink of any kind. I mean, I tasted somebody's like Red Bull.
You've
once.
never had an energy drink?
What?
Never in my life.
What?
No.
Holy smokes!
What the fuck? How?
It's just a waste of money. I don't drink caffeine either, really. So
What do you just like wake up with like a natural energy like a fucking
You just
weirdo?
get out of bed like.
I drink some water, and then
Well,
yeah,
water
that's
gets you
about it.
going, dude.
All right, I'm gonna
I
try
have
the
breakfast.
Monster Nitro straight up because I've
Dude,
never
on
had
its
it.
own is fucking disgusting. Oh
It's that
my
milk.
God.
It's all that cow titty, Greg.
Hold on, this is the first time Greg's had Monster though. So
This is
let's
crazy.
see. I've never actually
It
tried
is
this
so
shit.
sweet. It's like melted ice cream, like sherbet ice cream.
I cannot believe you've never had an energy drink.
Oh, ugh. I mean,
Yeah,
it doesn't
the Nitro
taste like.
doesn't really do a lot for Monster. It just tastes like Monster. Yeah,
I
it
mean,
tastes
I
like-
can see how this could be addicting because it's so sweet, so sugary, but it's also very crisp. It's
Wait,
funny.
you
it
can
says
see how
super-
the beer with the monster could be.
No,
addicting?
just the Monster. Just
Oh,
the Monster.
I was like, wait a second. What are we doing?
Yeah, and I drink Monster, but I drink the white Ultra that has no sugar.
Oh, you
and I
drink
find
this
it
on
refreshing.
purpose?
Yeah, it's really good. It's refreshing, and
Okay.
this is way sweet. But
The original
in a
Monster
very-
tasted like cotton candy to me.
This is too sweet.
gonna try it with the hazy
I
beer.
generally drink a sugar-free Monster.
Try it with put the lime lager in that bitch. See what happens.
Wait, we're mixing
No.
the
Oh,
we're
no,
mixing
what
the
are we doing?
Monster with the hazy boy.
I'm gonna put the monster with the lime lager to see if it's safe.
Hold on, let me get my gigantic spoon.
I'll try the lime lager as well with the Monster. I'm just doing.
I'm gonna wake up tomorrow feeling horrible, being like, why do I not feel well?
You're gonna have the worst hangover.
Fucking.
All right, I
gonks.
put in
So-
like maybe a half ounce of Monster into the lime
going
lager.
more poorly in this glass. Oh fuck!
Mine worked.
Oh, it didn't work. That's not
let's
good.
See.
It did no, mine did not layer. It just made
Oh.
it. It just made it fucking gross.
You have
Oh.
Ecto Cooler, man.
Oh,
Oh.
fuck it! I'm drinking it. I'll
Jason.
drink the. I'll drink the dumper.
Jason, do the
Mine-
lime
mine
lager
layered
with
with
the
the hazy.
monster.
The perfect fuck you dad Father's Day drink. Monster energy drink.
It's true.
We're just gonna punch some fuck like the drywall in all of our houses at all time low tonight.
Max
Oh,
Power
God.
also said you can drink Malort next week. I would rather drink Malort than this. I have Malort.
What is better, Tropic
Bro.
Mutant or
Dude. The hazy with the fucking monster is good. It's better than it was.
Are you
It's
kidding
so much,
me?
Yeah, it actually does
That's
kind of
not
taste
bad.
like Ecto Cooler.
It's so
fucking
Ecto Cooler.
It's better than it was with the Guinness. It's actually really good. I gotta mix it with the rest of these beers.
Wait, you did the monster. You did the
Mix
monster
with
with
the
the hazy.
Oh, I put
Yeah,
a
dude.
lot. Yeah, I put the rest
Yeah.
of it.
See here.
No, it still tastes like crap. Oh God. Oh God.
I feel like I gotta spit a lookie.
John, God can't help you right now, player.
This was a bad idea.
It's a bottle share player.
I mean, I'll do it for like the.
Ooh, dude, the
Spectacle?
monster with the hazy. You're right, Jason. It's not bad.
It's not,
What
not
the
too
fuck is
shabby.
wrong with
Pretty
you?
good, dude.
It's
It
not
is
bad.
not good.
It's pretty fucking.
No,
decent.
it's not
Look
bad.
At that. Look at that. Like weird. It looks like fucking
know what'd
ecto.
be-
It looks like ectoplasm. It is Ecto Cooler, dude. We made it.
Jason,
Oh,
before you take another drink, go put a shitload of ice in that glass. I bet you it's
Okay,
10 times
go
better.
for it.
I'm not gonna.
I would
I'm not
top
gonna
it
do it.
with mostly Monster and like make it like a beer cocktail kind of deal. Put some bitters
good.
in there, you know?
Throw some bourbon in there.
Oh man.
Yeah. The Guinness one's kind of, I don't know who thought that was a good idea, but it's not that great.
I mean, we're not doing this to insult Monster Brewing or Oscar Blues, but it's
a
a
meme.
fact that Monster Energy owns Canarchy, which is Oscar Blues, and it only makes sense to combine. I mean, to try the nitros together. And Guinness has nothing to do with this, but
I think
Guinness
this
is
glassy
like, what the
face.
fuck?
Yeah, Guinness
But-
is innocent in all of this, but I think this glassy face really sums up this show. It's just fuck.
It's
I
bad.
guarantee you that if you go to Dublin next year for St. Patrick's Day,
I'm from
that these will be at every fucking pub on Temple Street.
Do they have Monster in Europe?
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
It's called Monster.
El Monster.
I've had
The monster.
and
Le
I
Monster.
think that
El
Monster
Diablo.
import shit is trash.
If you guys want to drink the Oscar Blues hazy, mix it with monster. It's good.
That's a hot wreck right there.
Yeah,
Show
I mean,
over.
it's better than it was.
It's not
Fuck.
that shitty. It's not
All
so
right.
shitty.
You
Here's
guys,
my dumper.
I didn't expect this Oscar Blues show to suck so much.
I'm gonna cheers to Kyle in the chat with a healthy sip of a dumper.
There you
Cheers,
go.
Kyle.
Shut the hell up, Kyle.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
To you,
what a
Kyle.
cuvee. What a cuvee.
It is the cuvee.
It's the Cuvee.
I did not expect this show to suck, but I did suspect it might.
So what do you got?
So I had a backup plan.
Oh, nice.
And my backup plan was even older Oscar Blues beer.
Oh yeah, baby.
What is it?
Weirdly, somewhat problematically, this says "Make Mordor Great Again" on the canning thing.
Mordor?
Mhm. That's one
Yeah.
thing that Oscar Blues used to do in the bottom of the can.
They used to do cute little messages.
Who's Mordor? How come I don't know who that is?
It's from
So-
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings.
Uh,
Not a Lord of the Rings guy.
but this was canned in November 2015.
Dude, that beer is going to be fire right now.
9 years.
And this is 1050 barrel aged
barrel
in a stove
Fitty.
in a stovepipe.
for some reason.
Yeah. Because that's
Yeah,
what you
they're
need.
like,
19.2 ounces
you
of
need
that.
is 20 ounces of fucking a 12.9%.
Yeah.
Just
hey,
shotgun
boss.
it.
Hey boss, what are we gonna put this in? 12 ounce cans? No. We're
No.
putting them in 19.2.
No. 12 ounce? No. 16? No.
No.
I think that was still
19?
the bomber era, and they're like, well, we don't have bombers, so here's the best we can do.
Jason, I'm
Right,
telling
yeah.
you, this beer is going to be so fucking good.
Oh,
Look
put
at
some
that, dude. The head
je-
is like
I'm jealous.
fucking dark chocolate.
Put some monster in it.
That's the head you want, dude. That's
Oh, I should have. I've already drank all the Monster. I should have fucking
Oh.
done. a
you
layer
drank
of
that
this.
can of Monster?
Oh.
No,
to the
I
dome.
didn't.
Or you just
I
distributed
didn't.
it?
Yeah, most of it's in
Okay.
here, but I didn't. There's none in the can. Let's just say that. Okay, so how is 9-year-old barrel aged 1050?
It's gonna, dude. This is gonna be so fucking delicious.
There's no wet cardboard on the nose.
Okay.
Really? Interesting.
Little baby bit.
Be to be
Can't tell you
expected. I
How
think.
jealous I am.
I
right
would
now.
assume.
love
Yeah,
that
9
beer.
years. Come on.
My
Oh, Jason's
boys.
happy.
It's a banger, right?
Oh my god.
See?
That is all like dark chocolate. Like, oh my god, it's so fucking good.
Yeah,
And
put it in your car.
If you would have told me that was 12, like I would not believe that was 12%. That is drinking nice.
Nice.
Well, it's good to go out on a positive note from this episode because
Well, that was pre-Canarchy Oscar Blues right there, Jason.
It is
Damn straight.
Oscar Blues may be dead, but they used to at least be good.
Hey everyone, John here. Thanks for listening to another episode of Four Brewers. You can go to fourbrewers.com for show notes, past episodes, and photos of all the beers we sample on the show. Go to supporttheshitoutofit.com or patreon.com/fourbrewers to support the show to get some cool perks and the Patreon exclusive supporter glassware that we send out to our supporters every year for free. Watch all of our video content, including my beer reviews, Cheap Beer Corner, and the occasional vlog at fourbrewers.com/YouTube or youtube.com/fourbrewers-show. Follow us on Instagram at fourbrewers and follow us on Untapped at 4Brewers. Go to twitch.tv/4Brewers or 4brewers.com/live to watch the live stream of our recording sessions and some occasional 4B gameplay. Leave a 5-star review of the show on Apple Podcasts because it really helps us with the rankings and visibility of the show in the Apple Podcast directory. And if you have any feedback, questions, concerns, or you want to send some beers our way, email us at feedback@4brewers.com and brew the shit out of it.